everyone. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you, Bill.
Not you! Can any of those... Yep, you can hear me. The new king, 11997. There must be 11,997 new kings. Ahoy from Canada, he is born. So people can hear me. How do I sound? Can you hear me? Is it clear? Is it loud? Loud and clear. Okay, now, so we're going to introduce everyone one by one so you can tell me if you can hear them. So first of all, we will go for... Let's go for Gert.
Good evening.
Keep talking. How does Gert sound?
Guten Abend, meine Freunde. How is everybody doing?
The Germans.
It's late in Belgium town, so don't mind.
He's good. Okay, so let's get on. Knob. We can't see you yet, but we just can hear you. How does he sound?
Can you hear me okay? Do I sound like a human as well?
There's still a Gert. I hate this delay. You can hear him. Oh wait, someone called Marzipan can't hear you, but they might not have the facilities. Hold on. Sounds good. Okay, so next one we're gonna go with Nick from CC Minis. Can we hear you, Nick?
Hello. Coming at you live from the Crafter Dome. What's up, people?
I think they can hear everyone. So should we just... Let's go. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm not really a good host. I'm not really good at, just talking in general. So I'm just gonna, here we go. Here we all are. Oh my God, Craftsman, come here with it. How am I supposed to split that $10 6 ways, Craftsman? Think about it. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. How's it going? I'm in so much pain.
Hello, can you all see us? Can you all hear us? Oh, they're too busy talking about Craftsman because he just appeared. Craftsman! He does this on purpose. Comes and steals our thunder.
He did win Crafter Dome.
He did. It was rigged.
Rigged from the start.
Wait, Craftsman's here? Oh God, please don't hurt me.
Oh yeah, Tina's blindfolded. He can't even see anything.
I can't read anything.
So we can all see, we can all hear. All right, should we start having questions then? Who's like a really good host other than me? Anyone? No, I'll do it.
I mean,
then.
there's a guy with a podcast here.
There is, yeah.
Okay, for Christ's sakes, let's open up the question forum. Jeez, I can't see a thing, but let's go. Who's first?
Craftsman said the video was incredible. Thank you very much. Which video, Craftsman? Which one? Or which scene in particular? Just need to know if he's watched all of them. Literally anyone would be better than Bill. Thanks, Jasmine, the mod. The video, Bill. Okay, fair enough. So let's go for a question. Who wrote the script? Okay, Volt the Robot said, who wrote the script? I don't know who. I don't even know who wrote the script. I received the script.
It was a collaborative effort. This was a collaboration.
That's a good answer.
We collaborated. You might want to check Webster's on that one, but pretty sure that's what it means.
I mean, we all chucked ideas in, didn't we? But it was I'm going to say it was Nick and Tila and Tinu. And did Boyla write the script as well?
Oh yeah, like 90% of it, right?
I don't even know.
No. I wrote all my own lines.
Oh, I wrote my lines. Yeah, I think we all wrote our own lines, didn't we?
Boylight came up with the amazing concept of the tortoise and the hare, and I think it worked out really well.
Yeah,
Awesome.
But I did say it's the German Guten Tag. That was my line. So
that one was on point.
That's going to be in the DVD extras. You'll get your own little featurette, Bill. You can tell everyone what you did.
Okay. All right. Let's have a look.
What an old piece.
How is Daddy doing?
Did anyone see the video that led up to this?
I didn't see it, but I hope he's burning in hell, Tina.
I mean,
No,
he's
he's
the
at the-
skeleton puffy.
Yeah, he's at
right?
the buffet in Valhalla. He's
Right.
loving that thing. The food's pretty
It
good.
didn't look
there.
like he was enjoying it. It looked like he was just burning in hell.
He can just eat all he wants, and it just keeps
Okay.
falling out. So, it's kind of perfect.
How do you go about buying kids' toys for craft without your kids stealing them? And I think that's more for me, Luke Dixon. Let's stick with Crafter Dome. Well, I'm the one that steals most. Oh, Gert steals a lot of toys from kids, don't you? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Actually, we all do, don't we? To be honest, apart from
but
Tino.
Gert just does it to see them cry. Most of you guys do it for crafting reasons.
I usually give him back at the end.
Right, so if
Oh,
you
no,
have a
even-
question, do at Bill Making Stuff, and then I'll be able to see it pop up. Sorry. Carry on.
Oh, Cat says Daddy was looking thin. Yeah, he's looking pretty thin. He went on a rapid weight loss diet with gasoline.
How are you doing anyway, Tina? You look a bit beaten up.
Like I said, the hydrocodone's just kicking in, so things are looking up.
Is this the second coming of Christ? Couch Potato says. Who's that question to? Couch Potato? So say at Bill Making Stuff, and then who the questions were. Who is the second coming? Nick? Nick's got kind of long hair down there. He kind of could be the second coming. You need to be more specific.
You have to speak, Nick, so people see you.
Yeah, my dad is not happy with all of you.
All right, so what got you all into crafting? Okay, let's go with Get.
A very easy wargaming. I got into wargaming, saw the crappy tables that everybody was playing on, and I had to do something about it. That's
You
basically
didn't tell
it.
him, did you? You didn't go in and say, this is shit. These tables, shit.
Not
Still there.
not initially. No. Once I got to know them better, yes, I did.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Nub?
I mean, I've always made stuff as a hobby, and then just funneling it into wargaming or D&D or other things like that is always fun.
The answer we want to hear is we was all bullied at school. Okay, that's the actual answer.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a
not
given.
true. I've only really got into it. I think I was into it when I was a kid, but actually, I'll let we go on to Nick. What got you into
Yeah.
it?
So, a friend of mine in elementary school got me into Warhammer initially, and then I got an art background. Ended up coming back into it and just trying to, have some sort of creative release with it. It's
Okay, Tino. I mean, you're not really into wargaming, right?
Oh,
But you're into
well,
crafting, obviously. I mean, the question is generic, like crafting, anyway. So.
Yeah, how I got into it, I was sitting around one day trying to figure out how am I going to get rich in this life? And I was like, crafting.
YouTube crafting, that's it.
Yeah, it was either that, poetry, or being a mime. And I figured crafting was my best shot. So now I just got into it because it's a great stress reliever and it really helps me when I'm feeling down. So crafting. I need a craft right now.
Yeah, me too. Caleb, how about you?
War games. I started with the Games Workshop, Lord of the Rings.
I remember you saying, yeah. I always like to look at that. I remember when that came out. I was too
Yeah,
poor.
I honestly didn't enjoy the game as much as I enjoyed building the stuff. So
Yeah,
went
I mean
that
that's the
direction.
same for me as well. I mean, I didn't really answer, but yeah, I always just used to make stuff. I didn't know what it was for, but then I heard about wargaming, and I never, I think I must have played about 5 games in my whole life. So that's bad. All right, next question. Let's have a look. Well, we've missed quite a lot of questions. Do we have any mods out there that can kind of pick the best ones? You know what? Just chat amongst yourselves. I think we've lost Get.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
Unusual Fuzz is asking, how long did the collaboration video take to make?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
It's a bit over a month, right? 2
No, but we've
months.
planned it for quite a while, haven't we?
We just started.
Yeah, wasn't it like early February or something? We all started talking about it.
Yeah, and I think Tinu and I started working on the like the shell of the animation in mid-March, early March, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I got
So-
my truck done right away so that I could focus with you on the animation. So, yeah, that's why you might have seen a couple of crappy videos in between.
It kept getting put back as well, didn't it? People moving and stuff, but yeah, it took a while. I mean, it's the animation, it took forever. The actual shooting the video and, pieces the camera, it was all like the last 2 weeks, wasn't it? Or last week, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A long time is the answer. All right, next question. What is everyone's... have you guys ever considered making your own game by Volt the Robot?
I already did. It's called If Worlds Collide.
Here we go. Any excuse.
That was a free plug. Come
It
on.
was
Promo,
actually didn't even think
promo,
you, but perfect
promo.
plug. Go for it. Go for it. No.
Yeah, go check out Narb's game.
If
When Worlds Collide or
worldscollide.com.
If Worlds Collide?
If Worlds Collide. Yep.
If Worlds Collide.
It looks pretty good. I have an army on there, but I think everyone
Someone-
can have an army on there. That's the whole point.
Someone asked, what's more important, making videos or crafting? And I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's the video is the craft.
Yeah.
Like the finished product is the video, not just what we build. At least for me.
Yeah, for me as well. I mean, the video is the craft too. Because I honestly don't
say-
care about the craft afterwards. Do you guys? Do you like sit there and just like admire your craft, or do you just chuck it on a
No.
shelf somewhere?
I play
No,
a
but
lot
it's
of games
functional.
with mine. Yeah. Sure.
Mine sits on that little turntable thing for about 6 days, and I just stare at it. Tears. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, play some music and just eat dinner, stick it on your dining table right in front of you, and just.
That's right. My wife loves that.
No, it's the craft is the video for me. I don't know about everyone else, but yeah, like Tinu said.
Someone said, "Why is Boylai so quiet?" Caleb, Mr. Boylai, can you tell these people something so they know you're alive?
Sure. I'll answer a question that was addressed to me from BP Customs.
Oh, that's the guy who built Craftsman's car.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
involved
The
in this video. So,
His name's Ben. Hi, Ben.
hello, Ben.
Hey, Ben. The question was for me and Narb, and he asks, "Why are you shying away from 1 to 64 for a reason?" Question mark. Do you plan on trying out Hot Wheels sized Gaslands?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question. I mean, yeah, mine was a drastically different scale than.
It's for the thumbnail.
the
The
rest of
thumbnail
them.
looks better at that scale.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
It's for the thumbnail, but no, I initially bought the vehicle thinking it was smaller, closer to the scale, and then when it showed up, it was huge. I would have done a Hot Wheels sized car if the one I bought had been that scale.
But it wasn't a Gaslands challenge, was it really? It was basically just like a make your own
it's a
car vehicle,
post-apocalyptic,
post-apocalyptic
It was-
vehicle.
Beyond Crafterdome.
That's it. Did anyone watch the original Crafterdome? I'm not talking to you, though. I'm talking to.
I
did.
saw it.
Hey, me too. That's all right. Okay. What is your least favorite build? Let's start with Get. All your
Making
videos.
stuff.
Your least
Wait,
favorite.
did I misunderstand the question? Bill making stuff is my least favorite Bill.
No, Bill is fine.
I'm also having trouble hearing. Oh, so sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, you've lost a few ears, haven't you, Tinu? It's fine.
I'm in pain. Oh, so, I'm sorry. I kind of derailed that.
What is the
someone
You've
answered
just
the
ruined this
question?
whole stream, Tinu.
Thanks.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
glad you did.
Thanks,
All right,
Tinu.
Get. Worst ever craft in one of your videos. Or worst ever video you've done. Let's do that.
I think Gert might be
Me? I need to think about it. Someone else, go.
I think Gert's frozen. Okay, Nub, let's go with you.
What's my least favorite build video?
Least favorite build / video that you've done.
I mean, some of my early ones were a bit, low quality.
I guess it's quite hard to choose, isn't it? No, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, there's this video that I've taken down now where I put up the lights in my workshop, and yeah.
oh, that was the whole video.
Yeah,
I wish I could do a video like that.
but I
Pull
took
out
it
some
down
shelves,
because it's
yeah.
not what my channel.
You know what? I think I watched it and I probably quite enjoyed it.
Probably.
Okay, Nick, CC Minis.
Yeah, so the my least favorite thing, like the final product, like the thing I made was that Minotaurs video I did with the non-metallic metal. bronze.
Right, yeah.
I like that video.
Yeah.
I like the video too. It turned out okay, but the actual finished
Oh, I see.
result, I don't like non-metallic metal. I just don't like it.
Just get some gunmetal out and just paint it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let light do what light does, right? It's a bit of a show-off move, I think, non-metallic metal.
Look, I don't need light to tell me what to do.
Yeah,
I wanna
fuck
put
you,
my
light.
own light.
Okay.
It's fun in like small little things, like if you're painting just a weapon, it's pretty fun, but the whole model was just...
Come on, it's a
it was
show-off. It's a show-off technique.
Oh, yeah.
Tinu, what's your worst video?
I don't know about worse, but things that I wish I had done better. I did a whole Space Rabbit series where I did an animation
love
of
that.
Space Rabbit. Thank you. I just wish I could have put more time into it. You know, it was still early on, and it was really a lot to take on all at once. And even though it was split between 4 videos, it was still a lot. Also, I got to give a shout out because I see Abandoned Miniatures here. So that's Nick from Abandoned Miniatures. If any of you guys have not seen
Yeah,
his
I'm
channel,
subbed. I'm
that dude
subscribed.
is amazing.
I am subbed. Okay, so Caleb, what's your least favorite video? Or craft?
I've deleted 2, so those 2.
I've never deleted any. So you've got to give us more information than that.
No, I painted one. It was early on, and it was just I don't know. I threw more jokes in than I usually do, which means like 1 or 2, and I got roasted in the comments because people didn't find me very funny, I guess,
So who do you
or
think
maybe
you
it was
are telling jokes in your video.
that, and the painting was terrible. So
Okay.
I just
What was the
kinda swore
craft?
off
Could you tell
jokes.
us?
I was painting a little Lord of the Rings figure for that game.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So I guess my worst video, I think it was with Gert actually. Do you remember when we did the spray bottle challenge? I think it's just because I was doing it with you, I think. But no, it's spray bottle challenge, and I made that well, and I lost all my footage, and then I kind of did this joke where I'm kind of like throwing stuff on the table and editing it, like as a joke,
I
like a
remember.
reconstruction footage. But no one really got it, and yeah, I thought it was quite funny. I lost all the footage of the whole video, and that was back with Miniature Hobbyist and you, right? Okay, that's that. Okay, Craftsman asked a question. He said, if you had to quit making crafts, if you had to quit making craft-related videos, what type of video content would you all switch to? Pornography. Okay, get.
Animation.
Okay, what would you switch to, Gert, if you couldn't do craft-related videos?
Music.
Music, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe start a gaming channel,
Yeah.
Just pick up a popular video,
battle
maybe
reports and-
Fortnite,
Oh, really? Oh, I think you meant like
Oh, yeah.
battle reports you could do. Nick,
I'd go photography.
photography. Okay, Tinu.
Nice.
I think I know. what this is.
Animation.
Yeah.
I would do just animation. You're gonna see some more animation happening from me,
Yeah.
at least I think.
Okay, Caleb.
Probably photography as well, or maybe canvas painting.
I mean, I've got a few answers for this. Like, just before we went live, I was watching like, when people camp, illegal camping, when they just go camping a roundabout or something for a night. And I was thinking like, I could do that. Just take a little camera with me in a bush and just camp there one night and just keep talking to the camera about I heard someone walk past the bush and this geezer's got millions of views. I might just do that. You know, illegal camping.
I like it.
There you go. Or filmmaking, something like that.
You could pull it off, Bill. If anyone would do it, you would.
I'll make it funny. I don't know. I'll stick to or bushcraft survivor. I'll be like, what's his name? Bardscraft. I'll be joining him in up north.
I think you got a killer idea there, but you should do it like in the inner city, and it could be really weird and creepy.
Well, that's what this guy did. He was hiding in like factories and camping out in an abandoned warehouse or weird stuff like that.
Oh, I was thinking like next to Starbucks or something, and like just really
Just be
freak
homeless,
people out.
Yeah. Okay, there's lots of questions here. Who met who first, and how did you all network for this collaboration? By J.R. Robeck. J.R. Hartley. Okay, so I met Gert before everyone, I think, right? Yeah, he kind of like, I did a collaboration with him.
Yeah, I still dread the day.
It was the best day of your life. And who else?
Yeah, I think I met you through Gert, Bill.
You think? You know, I can't remember the rest of you because Tinu I met through Craftsman, I think. Right?
Yeah, I started noticing like comments, like and looked at your channel, Bill, and loved it, and then subscribed.
Oh, that is right. I did meet Narb through Gert because you did that. Yeah, Gert recommended a video of yours. And I guess that's how I met you. Even though you didn't meet me, I was watching your video from afar. Nick. How did I meet you, Nick?
I think I was just pestering you in your comments, and then we just connected through that.
Yeah, but then did you say, watch my video? And then I went and watched your video.
Yeah.
Probably how it works. Caleb, I met you with Star Wars Pod Racer Challenge, didn't I? With Studson and all that.
With Studson.
Yeah, they said we're going to invite this guy, Boylai,
Scratch
along.
bashing.
Yeah. I'm like, don't invite him. I didn't know who you was, but I'm glad they invited you. And then
Yeah, I went back and read the chat before, and you were you were not as keen on inviting me as the rest.
Well, I didn't know who you were. I mean, I guess you was nowhere near as big back then, so you had no respect from me. No, it wasn't that. No, I just didn't know who you were. I was just like, no one else, because I was there with like the big boys. I'm like, there'd just be someone else to just kind of steal my thunder. But no, it was good. Okay.
By the way, someone asked how we're all still alive, and we're not. This is live
Look at
from
the lights.
Valhalla, people.
Look at all the lights and stuff. This is like, it's like that.
Pretty cool up here. It's way cooler than Earth.
We get to like punch each other, and it's not illegal. You just keep punching each other in Valhalla, and it's fine.
Doesn't even hurt.
Okay, another question. What was your favorite death in Crafter Dome? By L.A. Rojas. I think that's how you say it. So let's go get favorite death.
Yours, Bill.
Mine. How did I die? Oh yeah, the eyes popping out, and Tinu's dad killed me. That was pretty good.
Daddy doesn't trust the British.
Shouldn't. Okay, Knob.
Oh, that's easy. Mine was probably the moment that Boylai's shredder goes over Daddy.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, I quite like that too.
That was great.
It's just so visceral.
Although your death, Norb, I really enjoyed. It was
Yeah.
it was spectacular and quite colorful.
I like that little squeak. Squeak.
I love the into the camera. That bit always makes me laugh.
That squeak is actually Selena Gomez. I'm being 100% serious.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Really? Nice
Yes.
little Easter egg there. Okay, Nick, what about you?
Definitely Daddy getting rolled over by the.
I think it's
street
going to be
sweeper.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Caleb?
I honestly liked Tinu's self-destruct.
Yeah, there's a whole kind of setup for that as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Good storyline.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I don't suggest Windows Vista to anyone out there.
Someone asked if that was an inside joke, the Windows Vista joke.
No, Windows Vista just sucks.
It does.
Bad OS.
All right, let's get another question. Will there be Crafter Dome or something similar? I guess in the future. Will there be another Crafter Dome? You're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm asking all of you. What do you think?
I'd rather not. Thank you.
Maybe.
I'm gonna,
We
I'm gonna
might
say
we might have
yeah.
to pick another genre. That's
Yeah.
always possible.
Yeah,
Running out of Mad Max references, that's for sure.
that I was thinking that, like, but there might be that new film, that Furiosa film. But still, it doesn't have to be Mad Max, does it? It's Crafter Dome. It's basically craft off. It could
It's
be
just a
anything.
wasteland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasteland.
it's post-apocalyptic.
So yes. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say yes. I'm taking the trademark with me. If you don't want it, I'm just going to, be like a Monster Bash every year. Okay. Who's going to be the first to 1 million subs? Said Mad Makes. Caleb?
That's an easy one to see. I think we know the answer.
No comment.
It's the same guy who won Beyond Crafter Dome.
The Craftsman.
The Craftsman.
He insisted that he won as well. I mean, he insisted.
It was all rigged.
He's like, guys, have you seen my sub count? I'm not losing this race. All right, more questions. You need to get Sigurd. Oh, right, that's just someone suggesting someone for craft.
There's a
today.
technical question from BP.
Oh yeah, if you guys see any questions, just call them out.
He asked, why did I use Blender instead of Fusion 360? And that's mostly because Blender it just lets you do whatever you want without like actually putting little measurements and stuff. And you can use reference images really easily. That's mostly the reason.
You just killed it. No.
Knocked it out.
I'm only joking. I want to figure out Blender. Someone said, is Boile really a fish?
Yeah.
Did these people watch the video?
I know.
He's a fish.
Did everyone actually watch the video? Can you all go watch it again, please? And we'll wait here.
He's a fish.
So Rowan said, who decided who won the death race? I think it just worked that way because Caleb's vehicle was obviously going to be like the slowest vehicle. And then, got the whole rabbit and the tortoise kind of storyline.
Mine was the fastest, so it had to go first, right?
Yeah, you had the secret, what's it called?
In all
The
honesty,
nitro
I rolled a die for everyone but Boylai. We knew Boylai was going to win,
Oh, really?
but everyone else, we just rolled a die.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a bit of an Easter
yeah.
egg. Okay, more questions.
Yeah, I mean, it
chat.
makes sense story-wise with this many people just to have the story be fleshed out in the way it was, where no one actually wins except Craftsman.
So Craftsman is recommending
Ian Hubert.
I watch someone called Ian Hubert. Do you watch him, Nob?
No, I'm going to look that up right now.
Okay, some more questions, people. I thought I wouldn't be able to keep up. Oh, wait, here we go. There's something about costumes. It just says, what about used costumes? Mine wasn't used. Mine was brand new, so... I don't know what the question is.
I normally don't dress like that, so I also use a costume.
That eyeliner suited you, Nick.
Thank you. I felt very pretty.
Mine was literally these goggles and some, stuff on my face.
I love Gert's mask. I love that mask. It's kind of weird, like a German
Yeah, Gert-
S&M vibe about it.
I
Imagine
just
it in a
wore
German nightclub.
Exactly. I just wore what I wear every Saturday night. So yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? You ever seen the movie Excalibur
Yeah, oh yeah,
with the golden mask?
yeah.
Right. That's what it reminds me of.
So Volt the Robot is asking, how did we make all the videos fit so well visually? Because we basically showed the same clip at the beginning and the end of each video. Next question.
Yeah, it was just we coordinated a lot via Discord. We had our own private Discord chat, and we talked a lot and worked out any of the kinks that we had we could foresee coming. So it all worked out actually much smoother than I thought it actually would. But
I mean,
these guys are
you
all
essentially
pros.
directed, you and Nick, because for animation purposes. So you did tell us like go and film yourself against a plain background, saying this and looking left.
Early
looking
on,
right.
it was also like we tried to put in the story beats of like each car has a secret weapon kind of thing, and then that kind of did a setup and payoff in the animation.
Exactly.
Someone's
to make
Yeah,
everyone
everyone had their
footage.
car and just decided on what their kind of secret weapon or superpower for their car would be, and then we just kind of fleshed the story out around that.
Yeah, it was. We kind of decided what we were going to build before we sorted out the story, didn't we?
My superpower was storage. Did anybody catch that?
I thought your superpower was you had little RC bomb cars.
Yeah, that didn't work.
It didn't blow anyone up, did it? But I mean, you had the good idea of doing Micro Machine Gasland, which sounds really good to me. Sounds really cool. Okay, we've got a question. Why did I leave Cat behind? They looked ready in those little goggles. Because I hate Cat. Next question. Who hates painting the most? By End of Trail Hobby Show. It's probably me, right? I hate painting. Does anyone else hate painting? Is that the worst part of the build?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Nob, you like it? You're nodding your head, I
like
guess.
it,
Yeah. Obviously, Nick likes it. He has to like it because he's the best at painting.
I enjoy it. I'm getting better.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it. I do like Rust because it's fun. Like with the latex, and you just go fucking crazy with a toothbrush. It's fun. I don't want to paint anything clean. I hate painting mirrors as well.
BP Custom Creations. Bye.
Oh, thank you very much, BP. 1,000
Yeah,
yen.
thank you.
I'll have to split that.
I know. I got excited there for a minute, and then I was like, "Wait, the conversion must be weird." It's like $2. I don't know how much is it.
It probably is like
Someone find out,
$2,
quick.
yeah.
It's probably like $10. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Don't
well,
quote me on
nice,
that.
awesome.
Don't quote me on that.
You know what? My least favorite part of the entire process is it's much harder to actually film yourself crafting while crafting.
Yeah, it ruins the craft,
It
doesn't it?
changes the vibe. Well, it changes the vibe of like how you can kind of zen out and focus on the crafting. So, yeah, that would be mine.
I have a twin who crafts, and I go around his, and he's just like, he's got all his stuff set out, and he's like, I just sit around crafting. He enjoys it. He just sits there and does it. And I'm like, yeah, but don't you have to move the camera around? And like, where's the lights? You know, I don't enjoy it like as much. And I don't craft
Yeah, I
unless
think-
I'm filming it, right? Anymore.
Yeah.
I made my mask off camera. That was fun. And Cat. I didn't make Cat. I bought Cat from Afghanistan. But you know what I mean. Stuff off camera is fun to make.
My
Yes.
least favorite part, I think, is cleaning the workspace. It's just,
Is that? I don't mind doing
You
that.
show that in your video every time.
I know, but
You
it's
show
like-
yourself cleaning.
no, not every
do.
time.
I like showing, cleaning the mat. I like doing that.
I like it. There's something like some kind of OCD satisfaction out of watching you clean your workspace. I like it.
Okay, someone said
That could be your new channel. Norb cleaning things. Norb cleans.
whose idea was it to call Nick hot? I think we all agreed, didn't we?
Just look at him, people. Just look at him.
It's the fourth time I've heard that in my life. Thank you.
Okay, Abandoned miniatures. Beyond Week. I agree about the filming. Does anyone have tips on how they do it easier? Filming myself is one of my least favorite. It depends how good you want it to look. Like, I mean, I guess if you want to do it easier, do it on a phone, but just put loads of lights in. But if you want it to look even better, use a DSLR, but make sure you do all the manual settings. Yeah, this can go on forever. But like, there's no real easy way.
Oh, I have a new technique that I'm trying out for that, which is basically film right when you start part of a little process, film a little more when you're in the middle of the process, and then film the end of the process and call it good. Don't just try to keep yourself on camera the whole time unless you're thinking about doing a fast forward part.
Yeah.
And that makes it easier because then you can just relax.
Do you ever get
That
do you ever
makes
do some process that's so tricky and you keep dropping it and it just not working out and you film the whole process and it's so painful?
Every time.
I get that a lot. And I'm just like, I've got to
Every
edit
time.
all this out, and it makes you panic even more. And you just keep, especially if I'm making like a little bead bot, and I just keep dropping the tiny beads, and it just
You just edit like 90% of that out.
Yeah, I don't even see how you can do that at such a small scale. Those bead bots,
so
that blows
clumsy
my
as well.
mind.
But that's the thing; it takes me forever, and I keep messing up, and I just have to edit the whole thing out.
Do you use like magnification to do those? Like
My glasses, no, nothing.
just your glass?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Caleb, who gave you the right to steal the line? Call it good. What? Is that line stolen, Caleb? I stole it from you in this latest episode. The line I call it good.
Oh, wait. Are they saying I stole it?
I don't know. It says the right to steal the line. Call it good. I mean,
I think you said that a minute ago.
I stole it from you in the latest video. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice?
No. But thank
Thanks for
you.
watching. Thanks for watching, Caleb.
Isn't
I
that
know
just
it.
part of the lexicon of language that we have
Oh,
these days?
It is. It's a
No,
catchphrase.
it's straight.
Yeah.
It's what?
It's
Trademarked
Caleb's
by-
definitely. It's definitely his. I'm sure he has it on a T-shirt. If he doesn't, he
okay.
should.
I'm gonna just start saying at the beginning of my videos, "Welcome to Boylai Hobby Time."
Yeah, that's it. Just change the name of your channel to.
I will tell you, I have started saying it in my head as I finish something because of you, Caleb.
I call that good. Yeah. So I'm gonna read the questions in my head before I read them out loud next time. Okay. Watch my mouth move. Hi, or what would be the best way to stick plastic to metal? I make metal sculptures. I mean, I don't know about you lot. Are you lot that technical with like metal and things like that? I think you're better off
Sanded
asking
and just
Craftman.
epoxy.
Yeah, I can do some welding,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna stick plastic to it, epoxy.
Yep, for sure.
I just stick anything, use epoxy. Craftsman said, what's your shooting ratio or whatever it's called? Basically, do you shoot way more and that ends up in the final product, or do you just shoot enough? Do you shoot for the edit, or do you just keep rolling? Let's go to Get.
I shoot just enough because of storage issues.
Me too. No,
Well, I issues I would agree with, but I don't think there's storage issues, Gert. I'm just saying.
I used to shoot a lot more when I was like last year. I used to shoot like 40 hours of footage for one video, and it was just insane. But I do cut it down to just like a bit at the beginning, a bit at the middle, and each segment kind of now.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
I used to film the entire process, but recently I've been trying to just, get what I need and then edit
Speeds
down
you up, right?
from there. Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, that beginning, middle, end thing that I was just talking about has really dramatically, helped in that area.
Do you
So
ever just
shoot
forget
it.
and just leave it running?
Oh, of course.
Do you ever do that when you think you've pushed record or stop, you've stopped and you've actually recorded and you've messed up your whole sequence? You
Not
think you're
yet, but I'm
recording
sure
when you're
I'll
not
do that
recording.
now.
Yeah, I've done that so many times. Caleb, how about you?
I start it and stop it all the time.
Yeah.
And then every now and then it just rolls on, and I have a really long clip of nothing. But yeah, I also started doing that because of storage issues.
Yeah.
But it's actually a lot easier to edit as well.
How long do you store your clips for after the video's out? Do you delete them right away, or do
Straight
you keep...
away for me. I'll tell you, like, I've got 200. How big's my hard drive? My hard drive is terrible, right? There's no room. I have just enough to get all my raw footage over and edit, and the last kind of couple of minutes of the edit is slowing the computer down so much. It like starts like it's taking off. It's like revving up.
Caleb, I saw you had a video from like maybe a year past that you were like, yeah, this is how it kind of failed. So it's like, did you keep all that footage around just in case?
So originally I was going to post it the week I finished it, and then I didn't. But I liked the edit a lot, and so I saved it. And then a month ago, I guess, there was a break in between, and I didn't have something to post, so I decided to post it.
That amazes me that you have videos ready, like, you know, more than one. I literally delete as soon as I render. Well, I check to see if it's rendered, but you know, I delete pretty soon after that.
Good
you guys
idea.
are crazy. I don't throw anything away. I'm waiting for the Criterion Collection to call any time, so they're gonna have to go back and remaster and all that. You guys are gonna be up a creek.
They're gonna have to rip it off YouTube, I guess, in a nice 4p. Yeah, I can't. I've got no room, and it's all 4K footage, so it's pretty big.
Oh, by the way, I saw Andy Mecca is on here. So hey, Andy.
Hello, Andy. How about
He
you?
asked a great question as well. Do you all still get nervous before you record to camera?
Oh, doing like pieces to the camera. I don't get nervous, but I kind of don't want to do it. Like, I really
You
put it
speak
off.
to the camera, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
worry
get that
about my
nervous.
hair. Yeah, I worry about my hair sometimes, but that's about it.
I do. Yeah. I'm nervous right now. Gotta push through it.
I tend to look like shit most of the time.
Worst case, you just got to reshoot it, so it's not the biggest deal.
True.
When it's live, I'd be more worried, I guess.
My main problem is I tend
Wait,
to
is
have
this
a
live?
cold every week. Yeah, this is. I'm so
Wait,
embarrassed about
we're
how many
live?
colds I have. Oh, we got a question from Studson Studio. What do you all usually do the day after uploading a video? Are you sucked to the visage of the YouTube interface, or do you do something else? I tend to normally have to go out with my kids because I've just shouted at them all week. Get the fuck out! Gert, what do you do after a video?
I try not to be too fixated, but sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, even on my
Depends.
phone, you can refresh it, you know, even when you're out in the park or wherever, you know.
Exactly. It's a disease.
It is.
Nub, how about you?
It's bad. I changed the thumbnail like 3 times on this video.
Yeah, I changed it twice because I saw you doing it. I thought, oh, I wonder if there's something
Well,
to that.
Well,
I drew
video's
up my
doing-
thumbnail
Not
again.
doing as good, so I got to change it, you know? Got to find the viewers.
What about you, Nick? What do you? Oh, sorry, Nub, you didn't say what you did after you've released the video.
I check in on it, yeah. I check to make sure, like, oh, is it like...
Yeah, but do you go
quick-
anywhere? Do you have a drink? Do you go out for a meal? Do you
Oh.
like? Do you know what I mean? Like,
No.
what do you do to? No, you just sit there and look at a wall, do you? Okay, Nick.
Yeah, I stare at my wall.
I don't really have a set thing to do, but I do look at the statistics a little too much, and I try to think of ways to like make the thumbnail just a little bit better. That kind of stuff.
I didn't know about this thumbnail thing until today. I was watching Nob, and his thumbnail. Every time I went onto YouTube, his thumbnail had changed. I'm like, what's going on? And I asked him, and he said, yeah, you can change your thumbnail. So I'm going to be doing it now.
You didn't know you could change your
Well, I knew I
thumbnail?
could change it, but what would be the point? And then you kind of told me like the click rate goes up and down.
Well,
So.
yeah, I mean, yours was doing great. You didn't have to change it.
Well, it could be doing better. Maybe like the thumbnail isn't spot on. Tinu, what about you? What do you do? Sake and sushi?
Sake and sushi, yeah. But also, like, I'm still in that mode where I tend to answer every comment that comes in because my channel's not that big yet.
Yeah.
But really, man, I really need to get a handle on that because it really does take a lot out of me.
It
So
does. Just
Yeah.
heart every comment like I do, just to get rid of it in your notifications.
that's
Even if you don't heart the.
you didn't have to admit that
No,
part.
I didn't. No, I'm
But
only joking.
yes.
I actually do love every comment.
Yeah, it's great
Caleb.
to read them all. I mean, it's amazing to read them all. And
course.
sometimes people say things that you really want to respond to, and I really do want to respond to everyone. But man, it's becoming tough.
Yeah, I mean that heart is basically me saying I've read your comment, and it's in my heart.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb, what about you? So what do you do after you've released the video?
I post it and I try to forget about it.
Do you try and forget about it? Do you go out somewhere, or do you?
Yeah,
something fun?
I usually post Sunday mornings, and it's a pretty busy day for me, so I actually don't have too difficult of a time staying off the phone. But then throughout the week, I track the progress pretty heavily.
It's quite fun tracking the progress, to be honest, because you know it's a bit like gambling. Do you find it? It's a bit like gambling on at the horses or something. Just seeing how, like, you've stuck it out there, seeing how it's doing, checking on it. That's kind of how it is to me. I'm not a gambling addict or anything, but you know what I mean? That's how it feels to me. It's kind of fun, like a game. It doesn't matter how much effort you put into your video, that makes no difference.
It's like tracking your crypto.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I've had a lot of crypto people ask me to draw NFTs and things like that. You know, all that rubbish. Okay, so we've got Craftsman again. Sometimes, I think this is just for me, just a compliment for me. I'll just read it quickly. I won't linger on it. Sometimes your acting is so good that I think you really are reluctant to video yourself crafting. That's kind of like a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it. It's fine. Okay, Sully's scale model said, do you guys script your pieces to camera, or do you just mumble or bumble on like I do? Do you script?
Both.
Both.
I have a main outline, and then I might ad lib here and there.
But you know.
I script it, but then I tend to say something slightly similar because I don't have a teleprompter. I just kind of look down and then say it. I don't do that many of those. Mostly I just voice over, and then I have a script in front of me.
What about you, Nick?
I usually script. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll leave like one section just to ad lib. And then even if I do script, I typically ignore it anyway and just say like to the outline.
Like a guideline kind of thing.
Yeah.
What about you, Tina? I bet, Tina, you sound like yours is a well-crafted script, to be honest.
No, it's 100% improvised. I'm being serious.
Are you really?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I really just roll and start recording dialogue.
Yeah. Oh, yes, there's some good improvised. Well, obviously you edit yourself down, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I do like
Do it
12 or
all in one
13
take,
takes and keep. And keep refining it. But I don't start off with knowing where I'm going. But that's one of the most interesting things to me about crafting in general and art in general is that things you're just kind of led. If you kind of like follow the thread of what you're doing, you're just kind of led somewhere, and that's one of the amazing things. And like kind of sucking all of that out, like taking that away from the process kind of makes it not as much fun for me. So
Yeah. Okay, Caleb.
I used to just wing it, but now I do script. As I build, I'm thinking of what I want to say about it, and I write it down if it's a good idea.
I mean,
yeah.
people ask that. I've been asked that before. And when I'm crafting, I don't think of any lines whatsoever. Do you actually think of a line, you make a note, and you put it in the edit?
I do.
I literally just make the whole thing up. I watch the video. I let it all back. I watch it all back, and I just make it up in one go. Well, I'd stop and start, have a cup of tea, come back, but I literally do the voiceover in one go, make it up. That's why it's such babbling crap. Like, it's such a load of like, nonsense. Pieces to camera, they're improvised. I normally have like an idea of what I want to say. Like if I want to shout out someone, Other than that, and then if I can't think of anything, I'll just do an awkward look to Cat, which is why I like having Cat around now. But that's about it. Yeah, I don't script anything. I have tried it, and it just makes it so awkward and sticky, if you know what I mean. Like, okay, we had another question from Craftsman. I'm not just gonna. It's not just gonna. This is be his last main question. We're not all gonna, Do you all have a list of videos, video ideas always ready, or do you know what you're gonna do next week? Would you pick a new concept from week to week? Should I go? I mean, no. I have a few ideas in the back of my head, but I don't really make a list or anything. Do you get?
I have a list, and I never make anything of that list, and I keep adding constantly to the list. So yeah. Completely useless.
So, well, you got lots of ideas waiting there, though. So it's pretty good.
I do.
But you, Nub?
Yeah, I have what you would call a list. It's just a loose stream of consciousness, line by line, and then
is it actually written down? Is it? Or is it?
It's on the computer.
Text.
Yeah. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, that is a good idea, and like, yeah, most of it's garbage. But
what about you, Nick?
I used to write them down, but I found that if I wrote them down, I was less likely to do them. So
I think if they're good ideas, they tend to stick in your head and circulate anyway, don't they? What about you, Tina?
Yeah, I have a list, but my favorite is when something just occurs to me and then I just launch directly into it, and I'm just inspired to do it. That's the best.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Also, someone asked, why am I bandaged up from my injuries in the race? And the answer is yes. All these other guys apparently have better health insurance than me in Valhalla, but
NHS,
whatever.
Which is much better. So,
Yeah, I'm an American, so yeah. Waiting, last in line here, even in Valhalla.
So what about you, Caleb?
I do have a list, similar to Tinu, actually. I can kind of go to the list if I am not inspired by anything immediately, but most of my best builds have been just kind of spur of the moment, inspirations.
Yeah. Okay.
Found an
yeah, if anyone else
excellent-
sees a good question, go for it.
Yeah. DK's Creations, who is only 9 and has a great question. To not keep it expensive, what tools do you recommend to have for a beginner?
Bill, you take that one, man. You've got the best way of approach to crafting for beginners, I think.
Because I'm a beginner.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
I'm a people person, yeah. I was thinking about this the other day because I was going to put it in a video, but what do you actually need? Like, I think a craft knife is, super glue and a craft knife, you could do pretty much most things. Can you? Or a nice heavy pair of scissors, craft knife, and some super glue. But we're not talking about supplies. I mean, obviously you can just use anything. But then you need a bit of sandpaper so things will stick. So say a bit of sandpaper, craft knife, big scissors.
Yeah, so something to cut with and something to stick it all together, and you're, and some junk.
Yeah.
And you're good. Like post-production, what do you need? You need levels and you need blur. That's about it. You can get away with just about anything in special effects with that.
Does anyone else have anything to add to that? Any other tools that I would? I mean, I do use like snips quite a lot. I use that for anything, like wooden dowels and all sorts of things I shouldn't use them for, but I do use them all the time.
Yeah, a good pair of clippers will go a long way.
Yeah.
Even a cheap pair.
Okay, there you go. Was that a 9-year-old kid that asked that question?
Apparently.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe
Any
not
other
for-
questions anyone else has seen that they like the look of? Someone said, "Can the
Someone's
next..."
asking.
Oh, go for it.
No, someone's saying, asking if you only respond to negative reinforcement, Bill.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Who said that then? Let's have a look.
Jim Wirt.
I think I probably do. Yeah. Okay, there you go. There is a question here. Is it? Oh, right there. So I just read the exact same question you just read to me. Is it true that Bill only responds to? Yeah, it's true. Okay. Then Aragon, can the next collab be aircraft focused? I think that would be a fun idea. Yeah. We're probably never going to work together again, are we? After this?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah, no.
Never again.
No, I'm done. Look at me. Look at the state I'm in.
And he's lost his dad, so you know.
That's actually a plus. So
That negative reinforcement thing is kind of a British thing as well, by the way. It's not just me. There's lots of people like me around here. What did you? Here's another question. What did you do before you did crafting videos? Let's go with Get. Well, you still work, but you know.
That's a weird question.
It
I
is.
mean,
Because it's not all a full-time job, is it? So.
no, it's a hobby. So, and it's a hobby of a hobby. So I just played war games, I guess, and now I document the things
Yeah.
that I make and do. That's everything that's changed. But it is a hobby for me. So that's why sometimes you have big stretches of no video, but that's how it goes.
Yeah. Okay, how about you, Nob? Is this your full-time job now?
It is, yeah. And I used to write software, web development. Yeah, that's it. I started this full time about this time last year, yeah. And I do have to go with that question, so thank you so much, Bill.
Are you off, are you?
Yeah.
You can't leave us now. Can't leave.
I know.
No, okay, no.
I'll just
You
first
love
I'll
you.
freeze the video here and I'll
Love
But
you,
your,
Norm.
your picture looks the best out of a lot of them. I can't.
I know
our
you really
production
do. You
value
really
is
got a
gonna go
tight,
way
tight
down.
look.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I think these guys are still going, so cheers.
See you later, Nob.
Now,
So, you know,
Bye.
So Nick, this isn't your full-time job either, is it, at the moment? No.
no,
Maybe you
I,
guys can help with that. Maybe you can all just.
I still work. Yeah. So I still work. I send a lot of emails. That's about all I do.
Teenan?
No, this should not be my full-time job.
But what did you
I would
do
like it-
before you did all this stuff?
Yeah, I was a film editor.
Makes sense. Caleb, is this your full-time job now, pretty much?
No, actually.
No. What did you
No,
do
I have
before
another
the
job.
channel? Did you have any other kind of like hobbies like this? Any other
A lot of
YouTube
photography.
channels?
A lot of photography, actually.
Yeah.
Colorado's a good place for that.
Yeah, I went to Colorado. It's quite nice. I took a lot of pictures.
I have a friend who lives in Salida. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love Salida.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You have to go through South Park to get to Salida.
Yes, you
It's
do.
cool.
Yeah. I used to work on films, but doing all sorts of bits and pieces. Like editing and producing and shooting, so a bit of everything. Like an indie filmmaker, but I got paid for each individual bit. But I know the messages just got deleted there. Okay, Okay, that's me reading the comments before I read them out loud. I've learned. So this is at Borley. Will there be a collaboration in May for Star Wars? Oh, May the 4th. Like the Pod Racer video. Is there anything going on for May the 4th?
That's a question for Stutson.
That is, yeah. Is Studson still in the chat? Maybe he can answer. I mean, I don't even like Star Wars, but I'll probably do it. Well,
Why don't you like Star Wars?
I like the original trilogy, but then they just ruined it, didn't they?
Not everything. I mean, there's a lot of good and a lot of bad.
I think it's a limited. I'm not going to go into it because we could go on about it all night. I think it's a limited universe. Okay, there's just not enough to keep me interested. There's like space wizards with laser swords, and then there's like an evil army, and that's about it.
Okay. That's a fair
It's no
assessment.
Lord of the Rings, okay, and it's no Star Trek. I'm just going to say that. Star Trek actually deal with, like, you know, things. Anyway, I told you I'm not going on about it. Was someone else invited to this collaboration but couldn't participate? No, I don't think so.
No, everyone jumped at the chance.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's awesome. This is a solid, cool group of people, man.
And they normally chat more than this. I think because we've got this Q&A thing, we don't sit there and just look at each other. And, you know, we do chat on Discord quite often, and it's usually a bit more flowing. I think maybe it's the fact that there's 170 people watching.
It's also usually a bit more disgusting. So hey.
Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, this is pretty tame for us.
Question. Yes, I am German.
He is not German. Even I know he's not German. That was like. I think I always knew you weren't German, but I thought it was quite funny.
You are the Belgian Banshee, right?
I thought that was obvious, but it still isn't.
It's never
It still
obvious to
isn't.
anyone if you're Belgian or not, because you could be French, you could be German. You're in the middle. It could go either way. That's the whole thing about Belgians.
It's not a real country. That's the problem.
That's probably it. Yeah, it's like a town.
A small town.
With good chocolate.
The best, Bill. The best.
I don't know. I went to a chocolate factory in Belgium and they let us try some, and I'm not too keen on the white chocolate, to be honest.
Someone's asking a question in Klingon up there. Can you
no.
read that? Can you decipher that?
No, I can't. I'm not a nerd. Okay.
Yeah. He somebody who claims that my accent is more French than German.
Yeah.
Which is the first time
I
somebody told
thought
me.
you were Dutch. To be honest.
It actually makes more sense too, because I don't know how to speak German. Just a little bit. Guten Tag. Haben Sie meinen Kanonen gesehen? Stuff like that. Oh, and I know a little bit of Rammstein Deutsch, but that's not for
Rammstein
publication.
Deutsch, yeah, and you have to kind of shout it, don't you?
A little bit.
You should make more Miyazaki builds, like the glider from... I think that's from me. No one else really does Miyazaki, do they? Board Hobby Time. Will you release stories about your Wild West? Oh, yeah. So, Caleb, will you be doing any kind of, like, stories related to your Wild West builds? Which of my favourite builds are yours?
Thank you. Yes, that is the plan. At some point, in some form.
I know this good animator. At some point.
Why didn't you get him on
We
board
should
for Crafterdome, then, Tino?
What's that?
You should have got in touch. We could have used him. We just did this.
I know. He's in my Rolodex. We'll get him next time.
Well,
He's
you know what? And the
expensive.
question was for me as well, like about the Rust world thing. It's not really. I don't think it's as concrete as Caleb's world, but yeah, I do have lots of weird stories that I probably will. I kind of want to animate, but I can't animate. I've done a few in episodes, and they're basically just one image every 30 seconds.
Hey, I'm down to collaborate with any of you guys on animation
I might
at
be in
any
touch
point.
with you about that.
I'm sure Nick would be also.
Oh yeah,
But-
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Wild West. I love the Wild West.
Oh, there's such a cool series you got going on there, boy. Lie.
Thank you.
How do you explain to your significant other about that trash? That trash is worth keeping. Recycling's a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it? Like, you tend to run out of room in your recycling bin, so they just give it to me. So I'm doing them a favour by just storing it, holding it in a roof space. One day it'll overflow and just spill out all over the whole house. But so,
The Avalanche.
yeah, the avalanche in Idiocracy. Like, you ever seen that film? I'm a big fan. How do you make your things look so good? Good. How do you make your things look so good? Oh, I think we lost Garrett there.
Yeah, your
We lost your audio.
audio's out.
Check 1 2.
There we go. We got you.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm a professional. I don't know. Does it look good? I'm always doubting.
Yeah, but we all are. I think.
So like from a technical standpoint, because I just use a phone and lots of light. That's my trick. Lots of lighting and a decent phone.
Do you not find like just bring the camera back a little bit sometimes? Like some of the scale we do our stuff. It doesn't matter how you're going to film it. If you're filming it like a person in that kind of perspective, like it's gonna look rubbish. You know, like a little 28mm character to fit a screen like this. You know, it's gonna look bad. Just move it back and stick it on a rotating dish. What about you, Nick?
Are you talking about like the actual crafts or the
Just
videos?
How do you make it look so good? That's the
Okay,
question.
okay.
I don't know what it
Craft
means.
wise, I look
You can-
at it, and if it looks bad, I figure out why it looks bad, and I redo it.
You're onto something, Nick. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
You look at
my
it.
answer as well.
If it's bad, make it good. As far as
Bad.
like-
Mine,
Good.
mine too. You can feel in the back of your brain if something keeps bothering you,
Yeah.
then go back and fix it, or you're always gonna regret it.
Yeah.
definitely.
What about you, Caleb?
How do I make it look good? Probably honestly, I don't ever show anything too close.
Yeah. I tend to
Um,
do the opposite, but yeah, I agree. You shouldn't.
The lighting at the end also I play around with a lot to try and make it look as good as possible. Yeah.
Someone's having a breakdown
Yeah,
here. I can't pronounce their name, so I'm gonna call him the
Kayakosaurus.
Kraken. I'm gonna call him the Kraken.
He's the
So,
like a
he's-
kayak, Kayakosaurus. I saw that. Yeah,
Kayakosaurus.
please answer.
Oh,
What was the
I see it
question
now.
again, Kayakosaurus?
If you could re-edit your old videos, what would you improve?
Is that what the question was?
Yes, I never want to re-edit one of my videos again.
No, just throw it.
Man, once they're done.
If you could re-edit an old video.
I think for me, pacing for my earlier videos was way off. I'd let some things drag on too long, and
Yes.
some things I'd go like that, and you couldn't really see what I was doing. So pacing.
I think my problem with the early videos would be sound. Might be the problem with recent ones. I'll go a bit like deaf. You know, like I just don't hear good quality sound after editing for the whole video. Like I can't hear it anymore. You always feel like you hear noise and there's no noise, and you the level's always off with my videos. I can never get it right. I wait until I get a comment on YouTube saying like, "Why is the music so low?" and then I go back and change the music. But yeah, I don't ever change the visual edit. Like that's, to be honest, I think I'm in a bit of a trance. I always forget what I've done. Shit popping up everywhere. You know what?
Yeah, I think I agree with Nick. Like pacing, I would make a lot of my videos probably quicker and more to the point, and which I've been trying to do. And actually, Caleb has been a huge influence on me for that, because I started watching his videos and just they're a delight coming in at like 10 minutes, you know. And I don't think I could ever get mine to 10 minutes, but getting mine to like 12 to 15 minutes is short for me.
So you're trying to go down. I'm trying to make my videos longer. Because I
Yeah,
I want
I
that
wanna-
30-minute episode like when you watch something on TV. That's what I'm going for. But,
No, I try. I put too much stuff in my videos, and like
no, you
it
don't.
just kills
I
me
don't
when
want
I.
you to edit it down. I like all that stuff. It's all the stuff. I like the stuff other than the crafting. I like the crafting.
I hear you.
but-
Me too. I want to make my videos weirder and
Yeah.
stranger. That's my goal.
Good. So then it
Yay.
has to be longer. Because you could be more weird shit in there.
Maybe I think 15 is the sweet spot for me.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm aiming for.
22, 24 minutes is good for me. 20 minutes. Let's say 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments here.
See a good question from Root Rot. Do you guys have any dream projects you wish you could do in the future? I do.
Who
I have
would
a
you do in the
project where I
future? Okay.
Yeah. I have a project where I want to take like 3D prints of construction equipment and like turn that into like basically a Warhammer army of weird construction equipment monsters. Kind of like, oh man, what's that game called? There's a game
I
that's
think
kind of
I
similar
might
to
know
Dark Souls.
what you mean. The
Yeah,
game.
yeah. I want to do
But
something
I
like
don't know.
that.
Someone kicked this Trevor Wu out. He keeps spamming the chat. He's gone. Studson Studio said 22 minutes. Bill is gunning for that syndication with 3 to 5. This is coming from the man who has like 52-minute long videos. Studson. It's because I did a Ghibli build a couple of weeks ago. He hasn't forgiven me for it. Craftsman,
He
steady
gets
crafted.
100,000 views per minute, so
Yeah,
there you go. I mean,
he can talk to people like me like that because, you know, he gets his millions of views. It's fine. Craftsman said, I like the longer videos as well, but I bet you could benefit from little standalone clips. See, I did little videos and it never really did very well. But that was early on. Maybe try doing something now. Even if I did like a 10-minute video, I'd still spend 2 weeks editing weird shit in it, you know? Like it'd all be stopgap or something. Not real stopgap, you know, my stopgap where I cut out all the empty space in between clips. But it still takes me forever, you know. The whole episode would be like that, but it might be a 5-minute episode. But,
you should do a little bit of animation doing your stop motion. That would be really cool, man. You said you don't animate, but you totally animate.
Well, of course it is. I thought you were being sarcastic there. Yeah, I mean, it's basically I'm taking 24 photos a second, you know, and I'm just cutting out 23 of them. So I'm just doing it the other way around. Usually taking one, you know, like Craftsman is doing real stopgap, you know, taking one picture, moving on to the next one. I'm kind of cheating a bit, I guess. So basically, everyone, if you don't know how I do it, I film me move something, move my hand out of shot, move something, hand out of shot, and I literally cut my hand out of every shot, and I keep a frame in after each movement. So it's basically stopgap, but the other way around. I don't know if it's obviously it must be quicker because I can do it every episode, but it's not real stopgap for the.
I have an important message.
Go for it.
Coming straight from the live chat. Recycled Fantasy. I see you, man. Here it is. Question. What do you all recommend for small channels to grow?
Be good at making videos, I think.
Yeah.
Be specific.
Be really good at making videos. I think, yeah, so it's not so much. I mean, it depends what sort of small channel. If you're talking about a craft channel, just do something about Games Workshop. Basically.
Advertise
I need
early
to do
on.
that.
What was that, Tina?
I need to do that. I need to
you
get
don't
into
need
the
to do
gaming
that.
thing, man.
I considered buying Necromunda the other day just because I quite like the idea of it, and I thought that I can make some Necromunda stuff, but then I just, you know, couldn't live with myself. Maybe one day, the ash waste thing.
The Frederator, or am I saying that right? The Frederator. What do you do in your free time except making models? Man, YouTube takes up all of my time, and then there's life, and then there's YouTube, and then there's editing, and so nothing. The answer is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other hobbies other than filming this, you know. I guess it's like a fake hobby now because I don't really enjoy the crafting because it's not a relaxing hobby anymore. But I do enjoy it, you know. I enjoy it. But yeah, nothing. I mean, I play Binding of Isaac over and over again on my Switch. Because you can play that for like 2 minutes and then die and then get on with whatever you're doing. So I can't get into like a proper game anymore. Like I used to like playing computer games. Like, you know, you don't call them computer games. What do you call them? You know, like Steam. I used to play a lot of video games.
I see you all the time on Steam.
I'm on there, but I'm not actually doing anything.
Yeah, that's what people do on Steam.
Yeah. But I wish I could play, like, get into some deep games, you know, 7 Days to Die, things like that. But no, can't. Binding of Isaac is all I can do at the moment.
Like making music. That's my other hobby. but then I need music for the videos, so I make music for the videos. That's YouTube takes up all my time.
Oh, that's true. I do that as well. I make the little crappy tracks on my phone for the
Exactly.
videos. And then I raise my kids, which takes up
Yeah.
every single second of
I
your life.
I'm trying to learn piano, so there's that. I mean, so I guess that's a valid answer to that question. Play piano.
I was learning piano during lockdown. I got to about Hey Jude, and then I stopped. I lost the chat.
Was it the la 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 part that got you?
La, 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 la. Yeah, I think so, because it's quite a few chord changes in a short space of time.
Gotcha.
I've lost the chat. Has anyone got the chat coming up for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone else goes through the questions, it's kind of frozen on mine for some reason.
Oh, this is entertaining.
Oh, we're back.
Did you guys sell any of your models?
I have.
Son of Targ is asking. So I don't know what his actual name
Son of
is, but
Targ
his
is one of my
dad's name is
patrons.
Targ.
He's a good man. He's German, actually. He's a real German.
A real German.
A real one. Very efficient. I've sold models. I've sold one to Studson Studio actually once, but yeah, I've sold models. Not many. I've got loads I want to sell, but I'm too scared to send them off because they'll probably fall into a million pieces, and then they'd be like, "Bill's a fraud." As soon as they open up a package and it's like a Lego set. Yeah, I'm kind of a bit scared to send them off.
Painting commissions early on, but I've kind of slowed down on that. Just don't have the time for it.
What about you, Tina? Would you sell any of your builds?
If anyone ever wanted to buy my stuff, yes, I would sell them. No one wants to buy them. So no, I don't sell them.
Studson said the mech survived the trip across the sea. Okay, good. Volt the Robot said, which of us would win an arm wrestling contest?
Tina.
My arm's hurt right now. That's not a valid question.
And those wrists, Tina. I mean, look, you've got to work on those wrists. They're pretty weak.
I got big knuckles, man.
I don't know. I mean, Fish is good at arm wrestling. I don't know.
Well, they're super slippery, so
They are. They're
it'd be rough.
They're pretty tricky.
So, Caleb, would you win that one too?
I don't know. No, probably not. The fish are pretty. The fish
Got
that
limp little fins.
I am.
I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Yeah, but all you're doing is flopping around all day, man. That's just muscle building constant, 24/7.
True.
I'm not taking you on,
I guess
man.
the answer is just, yeah. We're all too nice. We're all just... Me, the answer's me. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Al Blake said, does it worry you about suffering from creative block? Do you lot get creative block?
Not really.
No, me neither. I kind of like it when you're, like you've done all your ideas and you've got nothing left that you have to do. You know, that kind of little empty moment. Not empty. Do you know when you don't have anything you have to build and you can sit there and you can just stew on it and think, like, what can I build next? I like that.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, it can get weird sometimes when you're like trying to decide what the next project for the next video would be, trying to make the right decision on like which build you're gonna do, at least for me. So sometimes that becomes a bit of a, something I have to deliberate on.
Does anyone ever promise anything in their video? Like, well, because the voiceover I do is not scripted, I'm like, I kind of fancy building a Final Fantasy build. I might do that next week, and I don't want to do it now. And I said it in the video, and everyone's like, yeah, FF builds, yeah, Final Fantasy builds, we're up for that. And I kind of don't want to do it anymore. I shouldn't have said it. I should have just, maybe scripted it. But I do that a lot.
Yeah, well, live and learn, Bill.
I don't. I never learn. Have you all considered teaming up to create a pitch for a crafting competition series for a major broadcasting streaming network? You have proof of concept. I think, like, it's a niche within a niche, isn't it, our stuff?
TV is dead anyway.
It is dead, yeah, it's true. I worked in TV and film and it's dead.
Or dying.
Yeah.
Besides, working with these divas, it would be like worse than the brown M&Ms. I mean,
True.
Let's have a look.
Will shoves his foot in his mouth on a regular basis. That's from Jasmine. That's not really a question.
Oh, she's my
But-
mod. She likes to insult me constantly. It's fine. It's like a negative reinforcement thing.
I like it.
She can't ban herself. You know what I mean? So she gets away with it. Someone's asked, when did we start crafting? We already answered that one, didn't we? Someone said, may I suggest you send a build to a friend first and see if the packaging works well? That's too much effort. I'll send the instructions with the package. People can put it back together again.
Caleb Schmucker, do you guys ever find your presentation format and style getting in the way of presenting your builds and crafts?
Sorry, the presentation and getting in the way of. What was the end of that?
Yes, I mean like the style of your video, like detracting from the craft. That would be my assumption of what that means.
Or would it kind of stop you from a certain craft? Because I don't like to make anything too big because it means I have to move the camera back. You know?
That makes sense.
So
Yeah, your stuff's really small, isn't it, Bill? Like the builds.
Not always. So
I know you made that big giant robot. That was
that
cool.
thing there, pretty big, and the spaceship's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big as well. But yeah, I don't like to go. But you notice in those episodes, I did pull the camera back, and yeah, it was a bit of a pain to film, but it actually looked quite nice. So I don't mind doing too big now. But I know what you mean. Like they are quite small. So anyone else? Oh, we've got another question here from Princess Damien. How do you guys cope with an international audience? I'm thinking well-meaning US peeps, worrying that Bill is so grumpy and Craftsman thinking I am Wallace. So, yeah, I mean, I guess my dryness doesn't translate everywhere, does it? And Gertz, you're pretty dry as well, but it doesn't translate everywhere. But I don't worry about it. I think like there is an audience for that kind of, miserable presenter kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's totally fantastic. I never had a problem with it. I'm from the U.S. and I always caught on to exactly what you were doing. I don't really think you're grumpy.
Yeah.
I mean, you are grumpy sometimes,
you know me now.
but
That was
not
back
always.
then before you knew me.
No, I mean it's just a great presentation style, and obviously it's working. People love it.
It's kind of what I want to see, I guess. I kind of relate to that sort of.
Yeah, Cat says I love Snarky Bill, and I agree with Cat. I love
What about you,
Snarky Bill
Gert?
too.
Do you worry about it? Your dryness translating?
No, not really.
No.
I
think you find an audience, don't you? You find your audience.
Yeah, just be yourself, and
Yeah.
then
That's the thing, isn't it? That's what I kind of hate about most YouTube is people not being themselves. Hey guys, all that stuff. I'm just taking a shit, filming themselves, vlogging on a toilet, things like that.
Quasi's Bell Tower is saying, are you guys going to do any future channel plugs? I am constantly pointing out creators all
if
the
I
time
find a
on my
new one
channel.
that I like.
Yeah, it's just got to be something that really captures the imagination overall. Like BP Custom Creations, who was on here a minute ago. I pointed him out in my last video because he's wonderful.
I think I pointed out Nick to Everyone, yeah. Still owes me for that.
Yep.
I pointed out a few people.
And
Yeah, Nick,
pointed
maybe
me
you
out,
can try
right? So-
mailing something to Bill, see if it survives as payment for plugging you.
I did.
It fell to pieces. Actually, you know, he did. He sent me. It's a really cool robot. I think I showed it in one of my episodes.
Yeah.
So, is there any other small channels you would shout out? There's a few I watch that they're kind of like really niche to me. Like I really like them, but I don't know whether I could recommend them. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not. I couldn't recommend them, but I enjoy them. Anyway, I can't remember what they're called now, but there's a few. But
Yeah, it's interesting. You don't want to I mean, it would be kind of strange to just point out a channel that we really like that's not a crafting channel, right? I mean, you want to kind of keep it in the same genre.
yeah. When are you going to make better thumbnails for YouTube? They are really missing the mark. Is that for me, Hank D? You mother? I spent a long time on my thumbnails. Is that for me?
Moderator!
They probably are missing it because there's not me going.
Well, Craftsman had a little comment here about thumbnails too. So let's see. Let me go back and try to see what he was saying. Have you ever? Hold on. Have y'all ever made a video because you thought that would be a neat thumbnail?
Every single one.
Oh, really?
Really? Wow. My thumbnails are literally the last thing to happen.
Yeah, me too. I don't ever, because I was saying to you lot today, like I should be holding the thing in the thumbnail. Just there's a reason, so you can see the scale, you know, immediately. So I should be doing that, and I haven't been doing that. And people might just think it's a big giant shit bus, you know, when they see the thumbnail. Like that's a crappy bus, you know. They might think it's like a real size thing. I don't know. But I do need to, you know, or a little paintbrush coming in, you know, something like that.
Yeah, Boylite does that. Stetson
Yeah.
does that. It's
kinda-
working.
Yep, I need to do it. I'm a bit stubborn, you know, like if I know something's working, I'll kind of fight against it for a while.
The Sriracha Marine I did only just to have a Sriracha Marine in a photo. So that's kind of similar.
A what?
Sriracha Marine, like a Space Marine, the Sriracha branded.
Oh,
Wow.
I got you.
Yeah. Video didn't do well, but I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's cool.
So yeah, I mean, I quite like my thumbnails. I actually sit there and write them out. Like it's all hand drawn, but yeah, maybe I need a hand in there. Anyway, I'm not going to let this guy make me second guess my thumbnails. Next question.
Go ahead, Ron. What's the worst injury you've ever gotten while working on a craft project?
I've not really had.
Exacto knife.
I've not really had many. Have you guys had a lot of injuries?
I
I
had
cut myself
one.
pretty badly, yeah, with the Exacto when I was younger. I'm sorry, Caleb. Go ahead. I cut you off.
No, I think you were in the first in line, but I explained it in one of my videos. But the worst accident I ever had actually came while I was crafting, but it was using a hair dryer to speed up some spray paint drying, and it had this retractable cord, and the spring malfunctioned, and so when I unplugged it, I was retracting the little adapter that sits on the end. It has the GFI on it, so it's got a lot of weight to it, and it swung up, and the prongs hit me like just a few centimeters away from my eye, and cut into my cheek, gave me a black eye. So that I was like, wouldn't that be the awesomest thing ever to like, here I am using soldering iron and razor sharp knives, and the hair dryer takes me out.
Plug, yeah. I mean, I did.
It's always the ones you
cocktail
don't think,
stick,
man.
Into my hand. I think it was like a couple of videos ago. I stuck a cocktail stick. Was it a cocktail stick? No, I do like the weird cuts. There was cocktail sticks in my hand like this, and I closed it like this to drag off a camera, and they just stuck into the palm of my hand.
Oh,
It was
Ouch.
like crack, you know. But yeah, that's about it. What about
that's
you,
suffering for your art, man.
Timmy? Just for a
Suffer
stupid
for your
cut,
art.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, but not a lot of injuries though. It's not very dangerous. I guess it can
Yeah,
be
a
very
lot-
dangerous, but probably
a lot
got
of people
long
point
term
out.
damage. But
Yeah, a lot of people point out Craftsman and I have talked about this where the way we use like our crafting knives, they really freak out if you're cutting towards yourself. And like I find I have way more control over a knife if I'm cutting towards myself. Cutting away from myself feels really dangerous. So
yeah,
Cutting towards yourself is the safer way to do it for sure.
there you go.
it is.
There you go. Yeah, every time I see like a professional like whittler, wood carver, they usually pull towards themselves. So
Midwinter Minis actually did a whole video on. He responded to comments saying that he shouldn't cut towards himself.
oh, nice. I'll have to go check that out. Midwinter Minis.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's a little channel I recommend. Midwinter Minis.
Is he huge?
He's pretty big.
Another young upstart.
Oh, I have a question for you guys. Besides people who are in here, besides Studson and Craftsman and Caleb and Bill, who's the biggest, coolest channel in crafting? Like, because once it gets past a
Craftsman.
certain amount
Have
of
we already said
people, I don't
Craftsman?
really like certain crafters,
Craftsman was mine.
I stated this right at the
I
beginning
just
of the
want to
question.
kiss his ass a little bit.
Big fan of what Adam Savage does. I mean, it's technically crafting. It's
Yeah.
definitely-
Oh, it is. Yeah, you do learn a
Adam
lot
Savage.
from Adam Savage.
yeah, from
It's from
Mythbuster.
Tested. The channel's called Tested.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Been
recommend that.
my inspiration since I was watching Mythbusters back in the day, for sure.
Wow.
There's
And
a
he's
lot.
like
There's
at
a lot
millions.
of fluff, but there are some really good videos. Like if he knows everything about crafting. I don't know any other channels.
I like the girl that had a brain tumor. I'm blanking on her name right now, but she has worked with Adam Savage in the past. Someone's got to know her name. She does great stuff.
No, I don't know. I mean,
And
I
North of
usually
the
recommend
Border
you,
is-
Tinu. So if someone asks
Yeah,
me that
that's
question,
we're
Sure.
talking about big
Thank you.
channels, Bill.
You're big to
Big
me.
channels. No.
you're a big part
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
life. Okay.
And I thank you for that. Someone says everyone loves Jazza, and I'm gonna say no.
He's
No,
alright,
I
yeah.
don't-
I don't
I
watch
don't-
him to be
eh,
honest, but I should.
No, I don't watch it. I don't like those super hyped up like. They feel kind of like marketing videos, sort of. I don't know.
I think the
I may not
thumbnail
be.
can put me off immediately if it's that kind of standard.
Yeah.
Like when they make someone look a lot smaller than they are to make the build look much bigger than it is, and you can see it from a mile away. That sort of stuff puts me off.
Yeah, someone says Nerd Forge, and I agree with them. I like a lot of what they do over there.
Yeah, agreed.
I kind of get. I haven't really watched. I am subbed, but I keep subbing and unsubbing, and I never watch any of the videos because I think the thumbnails put me off. Or I watch it's got like 500,000 views. I'm like, eh. But I don't know why.
Craftsman says punished props. I don't.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah, for sure.
I haven't.
They're good.
I think you might have recommended those to me. Oh, Studson's message was retracted. That doesn't.
He answered Simone Gertz, the girl who made the Tesla pickup truck.
The best is filmmaking stuff. Apparently, there probably is a filmmaking stuff.
Phil.
Someone mentions mini bricks. Their content's fantastic too.
I
mini
haven't
bricks.
seen them yet,
Oh,
but I hear a
actually,
lot.
One of my favorites is Thalasso Javier. He's the guy who does all those huge resin pours. I mean, like, he does gallons of resin at a time. I really like his stuff.
In camera, Craftsman saying, yeah, I checked out in camera. There's really cool stuff. If you like practical film effects, they're really good. And they've got barely any subs for the stuff they do. Like, it's really good stuff in camera. 52 miniatures, yeah, I really like.
Yeah, someone's asking if I'm from Louisiana. I am from Louisiana. I'm in Valhalla right now, but I'm from Louisiana.
In life. Real terrain hobbies, yeah, but he's big, you know. Well, I guess, yeah, he's a big channel if you've never seen him, Tinu. Real terrain hobbies.
Real terrain?
Zorpa Sorp. Do you know Zorpa Sorp?
Sorp cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Someone's saying, Jasmine's saying Jack Jack. That's my go-to
Jack.
for like, that guy is amazing
I've never
as a
seen that.
sculptor. He doesn't talk. He doesn't say anything.
I think
he
that
just
puts me off as well. If I like to buy it into the person, you know, like I need to see. Do you know what I mean? I need to hear narration.
Is that why you
like
like me so much?
That is. I just. Well, it's not the crafting. It's the Tinu show. You know, I want to watch Tinu. That is genuinely. What I buy
Gotcha.
into.
His level of sculpting is just it's so insane that like it's fascinating to watch. It just kind of captivates you. And you know, I do like a lot of Ace of Clay, which I'm going to give a little plug here that I have a podcast coming out with him.
Oh, really?
Soon.
Sorry, Five Header just said it. Bill making stuff. Are you a kind of? Sorry, that was a. Are you a crafting channel hipster? Probably. I guess. I think that was aimed at me. I'm a bit of a contrarian. Do you know what I mean? I've always been a bit of a contrarian. If I see someone that has like 20 million subs, I'm not really interested. Until I have 20 million subs.
Yeah, it seems to be like to get over a certain amount of like into massive amounts, you just have to start doing things that are like, I don't know, they start doing these like giveaways and stuff, and I'm just not into that
You have to
kind of stuff.
fit a format, don't you? To get to a certain level, you have to fit a certain format to be as broad as possible, because there's just not enough people that are interested in what we're doing.
I'm gonna do another plug too, because I have another podcast coming out with Studson, who rocks, and it was a great podcast. And I'm also going to do one with Gert, that guy up top, and then this guy over here, Nick. Nick and I are going to talk about some animation, so that's all going to be happening soon.
As long as you all mention me at least once, that's all I care
plug.
about. Every podcast you do is a plug for my channel, so I'm quite happy for it. It's fine.
Nope. I'm done.
Oh no, it kind of stopped with the last one anyway. But I still listened. I enjoy them. Yeah, people need to go and subscribe to Podcraft. What's the channel called, Tinu? Podcraft 13.
Pod 13.
That's what I've been sending people to Podcraft. They're doing really well.
Thanks, Bill.
Sorry.
I've been sending people to filmmaking stuff, so
That's why
there you go.
That's why he surpassed me the other day. Yeah. I bet there is a filmmaking.
My camera
stuff.
died.
Wait, run out of batteries?
Yes.
That's okay. It's fine. How's everyone doing? Do you want to stick around, or I'm okay. I've got over the tiredness now.
I got like 20 minutes in me.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually sleeping.
I think you've been sleeping the whole interview, Kat. I'm only joking. Yeah, I could probably do another 20 minutes. So Nate Miniatures says, "Morning. How's things? How's things, Gert?"
I'm tired. leave me alone.
How's things, Nick?
Yeah, things are good.
How's things, Tina?
I'm trying to fix my camera.
Okay. Caleb?
Things are good. Yeah. Nothing to complain about.
Well, I guess you end on me every time. Things are okay, but I've got like a baby that just doesn't want to sleep, so I'm always tired. And there's nothing worse than being on camera when you look like really tired, because it shows. I look rough, and that's why I keep getting colds every week, because I just don't sleep. But other than that, Tina's back.
There he is.
This one is for Tinu.
I'm firing my cameraman because this guy's the worst. He's drunk.
This is a question for Tinu. This one, ever considered including a crawdad motif in a project? Mud bugs.
A what?
A crawdad? Is that like a Louisiana thing? Mud bugs are kind of an icon in your neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Like, there's a lot of things like, I don't know. I I tend to not go for the things that are like the most common in like, you know,
Contrarian.
let me try to yeah, let me try to phrase this. Is like, my channel started off as Cajun Craftastrophe, but you never heard Cajun music in it. I just don't like to do the standard thing, if that makes sense. So if I want to make a giant spaceship that looks like a crab, so that would be about the closest thing. Because I think a crab as a spaceship would be one of the best, coolest designs for a spaceship. Because if you ever seen the way a crab swims, right? They swim sideways. They don't swim forward. They kind of fold up their claws and they swim sideways, and they're full of like points, and they're all armored. They're quite amazing creatures. So crab spaceship, closest I'm gonna come.
How about a beignet spaceship?
I was just about to say that.
I'm gonna
beat me
just
to
eat
it.
that thing. I would eat that thing.
I really want a beignet. I've never had one. Any other
Make a
questions?
donut and put some powdered sugar on it. And
But
yeah,
we do have
you're
donuts
close.
with powdered sugar. We have that already.
You have
just called-
beignets.
They're just called donuts. I'm really disappointed now. I haven't even tasted one. I'm disappointed.
Well, it's a little different. It's fried a little differently,
Oh,
so
right.
it's
So it's
slightly
fried.
different.
Okay,
It's
so our
fried.
donuts aren't fried. You can get fried donuts here.
Aren't all donuts fried? No.
No, just American
Okay.
ones. Typical.
Well, we got to keep our girth up, man. Come on. Not
Let's
our
not talk about
girth,
girth.
our girth.
Oh, Bill, if you had a beignet, you wouldn't be so grumpy. I don't know. I'll probably complain about, oh, I'm fat now. Oh. I'll complain about something. It's too much sugar on it.
Question.
Our donuts are not fried, Jasmine. Not all of them. You get those ones in the little stands that are fried. Yeah, British Seaside donuts are fried.
Yeah, Volt, the robot, is pointing out that the Space Invader was based on a crab, and he's absolutely right because Mizugashki, I'm murdering that name now that I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, he based all of his stuff off of seafood for Space Invaders. Go watch my Space Invaders video.
I did.
Go watch my Space Invaders video.
Yeah, everyone go. Just stop watching us now and go watch Tinu's channel. And once you finish...
I agree.
I found a good question. Sparrow64, 46. What's your favorite miniatures game? If any.
And me, it's Stargrave at the moment. I really like Stargrave.
Age of Sigmar for me. That or Warcry, but I
What
think
was the question?
What's your favorite miniatures game?
Oh God, I don't know much about any of that, man. I'm so sorry. I want to learn more, but as soon as I get my eyesight back, I'm gonna buy a book, miniature for dummies.
How about
Yeah.
Risk?
Yeah, there you go. Monopoly.
Sure.
There
Battleship.
you go. Battleship.
Someone said, watch, this was specific to our project. They said, are you using After Effects for animation or what? It's almost like a fight. What? Are you using After Effects for animation or what? Yes. Nick and I both used After Effects for the animation, and then they're also saying, how long was the export time on the latest video? Well, that's kind of impossible to tell because the way Nick and I broke up the work was we're working piecemeal on each individual shot, and then it goes through different stages. So it's not like we're staying in After Effects. We work like in the same way that they do visual effects for movies. We don't just do it all in After Effects. We export each shot out, and then those shots get edited in Premiere, which was what Nick and I both used. So we were sharing and swapping spit and, etc.
Biggest regret was never learning After Effects. In the industry. I wish I knew After
Never.
Effects.
It's never too late, Bill.
Oh, fuck it.
Nick and I
I've
can
looked at it.
can help you.
It's too complicated. I'm too old to learn.
Oh,
something like that
man.
now.
It's Photoshop with time.
I know,
It's
but
easy.
it's... I don't know.
yeah. For reference, I
I'm a
started learning
YouTuber
After
now. I
Effects
don't need to
a
worry
year
about
and a
that.
half ago.
What was that, Nick?
For reference, I started learning After Effects like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Wow.
I wouldn't
That's
say
amazing.
I'm sure I
by any
could,
means,
but
but you got Skillshare. You can do Skillshare of it. That's
talking
how
of
I learned.
Skillshare, our sponsor for the video. No,
Yeah.
don't worry.
Right. We cut straight to commercial.
Wasn't it Squarespace?
Oh, it's always Squarespace. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone.
That's amazing, Nick. You've been working in After Effects for about a year and a half. That's
A year
amazing.
and a half, 2 years ish. Yeah, yeah.
So someone
Can you
said,
put your
"Who
mic a
made the
little,
background?"
pull your mic a little closer to you, Nick?
Oh yeah. I've been slowly leaning back. Hold on. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who made the backgrounds? Someone asked.
We collaborated on all of this, so we're just someone does one thing and it inspires someone else to do something else, and then they take it to another level, and then someone points out what's good in it and what's bad in it, and then we just it's a back and forth. This was a true collaboration.
Yeah. Someone just said to me, "Bill has all the excuses not to do something, but really you only need one to do it."
I like this person. Who's this person?
They've never seen my channel, obviously.
Is that your moderator again?
It could be, yeah. Battleship with custom-made little shippies would be class. That's Five Header. Five Header's channel is a channel I really like, actually. If anyone's seen Five Header, he does really weird kind of kit bashes. I find you might not be so into tabletop gaming, Tinu, but if you actually see some of these weird kit bashes, they're more like little sculptures. They're so bizarre.
I'm sure I'd be way into it. I just don't really know anything about it, and I don't know anyone who could show me anything about it.
No, I'll show you.
Friends?
Where do I show you?
I need friends.
Yeah, we all need friends.
Friends.
I nearly wrote Bill making stuff and friends on the title, but then I thought I scrubbed it out.
Tinu, for the weird miniatures, I can highly recommend Mag 28. Go and check that
Mac
out.
28. Have you heard of Mold?
No.
If I look at his stuff on Instagram, there are some disturbing, weird miniatures. I love them. I want to buy some, actually, because they're so strange. And they've got weird names.
Oh, hey, look. It's Devin from Mechanical
I just saw
Fiend.
that,
She's in here. Hi, Devin. All of the animation that you guys did was awesome. The whole project was such a joy to watch. Well,
Thank you very much, Devin. Also, you didn't mention my name in the craft pod, so that was the end of the street.
No, she totally talked about you, and I made sure to edit that whole part out.
I knew it. Someone says Bill has friends? ? No, that's what we were just talking about. I don't. I moved to a new town and I have no friends. A pub just opened across the road. I've got no one to go in there with. It's really quite. I've gone in there on my own once or twice. It's a bit sad.
You bring
Go
Cat.
in, just bring your daughter in there when she won't sleep, man. I mean, come on. They're not going to card
I
her.
take my son in there. He's 3 years old and he has like a little pretend cup of coffee. But I take that cat in there. They're going to lock me up, I think.
My wife's dad used to go to bars and just drink and send the kids out to just go play back when you could do that and not get
That's the
arrested.
thing that used to happen here as well.
Yeah.
There's a short film called Wasp, if you ever watch it. It's basically that. The parents go into a pub and just drink, and the kids, it's all about the kids in the car park of the bar. It's good. Devon just said she did, where's that again? She did secretly talked about everyone. Tinu cut all of it out. That's true. Okay.
Yeah, it was too many curse words. She's quite a potty mouth at times.
Bill makes his friends, then covers them in brown paint and rust. I was worried there for a second. I wasn't sure I should read that out. Yeah, defecate on my friends. What?
As you do.
Yeah. Belgian knows. Sorry, the German knows.
Does anyone know how to pronounce Kujin comic art?
Kujin?
How do you say his name? I don't know. I'm
say
terrible
Kujin.
at this.
Kujin.
He's saying, have you ever thought of hand-drawn animation or plans to do more stop motion animation? Mate, Yes, I do. I have a bunch of plans to do a lot more of that. With I think Caleb said he would hire me to do all his Wild West animation just now.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
We have him on. We
They
have him
just
on
signed the
record.
contract
We have
just
him on
then.
record, guys. Good. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. I have a bunch of shorts that I'm working on right now. So the answer is yes.
I don't know how you
Nick,
have the
what about you?
patience.
Yeah, I want to start incorporating some hand drawn traditional animation into my videos, like muzzle flashes on weapons and like doing the flames on a flamethrower, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Someone said Bill likes Rust a lot, really a lot. I really don't. It's because I can't paint. Next question. Yeah, I don't know how you used to have the patience to animate anything. Like, to hand draw. So I've, like I said, I did like one image every 30 seconds, and that was a pain. You know.
Oh, well, let me clarify. I'm not talking about like hand drawn, like traditional 2D animation where you draw every frame. That's just insanity.
Yeah.
No one does that anymore. I'm talking about like where it's basically cut out. Well, I'm sure some people do, Gert. Yeah, but they're madmen. They're madmen. Do you?
They are Russians.
Who?
I thought Russians, but I do you know Nick the name?
Don't know what you're referring to. Sorry.
Oh, I thought we had a connection. Never
no,
mind.
I'm saying I do plan on doing the hand drawn stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you guys are insane. That's it's crazy.
I guess I do hand drawn animation, like on my bus. You know, when I tell you what I'm going to do to it, and that's all hand drawn, every single frame. You know, like the broadsiders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't just have like a wiggle effect on that thing?
No, it's hand drawn. I wish. Is there a way of doing that? Because that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want the
Go
wiggle.
check out Craftsman. He's got a whole video on that.
You can boil it. Boiling it
You've
will
heard
make it
of
go
him?
quicker.
You've heard of that guy, Bill? You should go check him out.
Put a link on the page. Bill making friends. That sounds like a train wreck. I actually had an idea for like something like this, where I would like Discord video chat with like Gert or Nick, and it would be a series called Bill Making Friends. But never did it. Bad idea.
Yeah. Never gonna work.
Because at the end I was going to be like,
You're making friends right now, buddy.
well, I was going to at the end of the
Making friends right
episode
now.
I was going to like, so do you want to be my friend? And I was always going to tell him to say no anyway. So, but it would have naturally happened.
I would watch that.
I think they've just stopped asking questions now. So we can just any questions you want to answer.
Do you guys ever make stuff for yourself, or is it always with the idea of putting a video up on your channel in mind? Yes, at this point, the answer is yes. It's all for the channel because there's no extra time left.
Well, I guess
Bill?
like terrain and stuff I make, it's kind of for myself and for the video. Like I do want some terrain to play with. So, and those Rust miniatures, I needed another like team. So, bit of both.
Psycho Black is asking, what was the first video project you did in crafting, and why did you decide to document that one to start? Boylai?
So the first one I ever did was a big board game map for Star Wars Legion. I hadn't played war games for years, but that one came out and I got it, and I knew I wanted to build a big board for it. I was going to play it with my cousin and wanted to do something fun, but decided to record it, which was, I don't know why I decided to record it actually, but I did, and that was my first video.
Can I just interrupt?
Nice.
My brother, my twin brother, Anatomical Bomb, is in the chat. He's like hello everyone.
Nice. Hello. Anatomical Bomb. Is that a reference to the twin thing? Like, or no?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he's there. He says hello. Who made the dollar store at the end of the vid? Who? I think that was you, right, Tina? Who made the dollar store?
Yeah, I made the dollar store.
Sanatag asks, how important are backstories for your crafts? Probably not very important. It's just I kind of like a narrative stuff, But then, what do you think, Get? Do you feel like any of that's important, or you just no? Nick?
No, I mean I made a Sriracha Marine, so it can be a joke. That's all I need.
Tina? There's always a story behind your stuff, so yeah, I think.
Whoa, what's the question? I told you, I'm on painkillers. I'm in a lot of pain here. What's the question?
I've actually forgotten. So it was.
See?
I've lost it now. It was something to do with.
Do you need a backstory?
Backstories. Yeah, backstories for your crafts.
Oh, do I need one? No, they kind of come up as I'm building them. That's, as you're building and working, and it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier about are we improvising what we're doing like in post-production? The answer for me was yes, but I'm also thinking about the entire process, like while I'm building. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. So sometimes backstory comes up, and sometimes ideas for what I'm going to do later on in post-production come up. So, yeah, it's improvised, but you're constantly thinking about it while crafting.
That's kind of a film thing as well. Like any set design or anything, there'd have to be kind of some sort of narrative as to why it's like that. That's kind of the approach I have with making things. Like there has to be some reason why this thing has 3 arms. You know what I mean, or something like that. There has to be some narrative there. There has to be a reason.
Right. Someone said here, I asked 3 Unreal questions earlier, but ye missed them.
He's Irish.
Cheers for... Oh, okay. I don't understand all these words. But, what was the question, man?
It's just basically, cheers for all the effort ye put into the vid and builds, lads.
Oh, cheers, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, like, looking at this, all these questions popping up while talking is quite difficult. So if we're missing anyone or keep overlooking,
yeah, I mean it's
if we're overlooking something, it's not on purpose. It's just because things are moving quickly.
In the face of the ever-impending crash of the eternal abyss, what is your favorite fast food chain and why?
I don't like fast food chains usually. I like fast food, but then I'm a hipster in that regard.
Yeah.
I despise McDonald's.
I do, but my son loves it, and I have to do it every week.
My kids like it too, but yeah, they don't know anything.
What about you, Nick? Fast food.
Man, it's a pretty big toss up between TBZ, which is Taco Bell, and
really? We have Taco Bell, but
those are pretty good. I don't ever eat fast food, but when I do, it's usually Taco Bell.
What about you, Teeny?
I try to avoid fast food, just period in general on principle. But I won't say it doesn't ever happen, but maybe like once a year.
Caleb?
And it's Wendy's.
It's Wendy's, yeah. I used to like Wendy's.
I also don't eat much.
You're a healthy bunch for a couple of wargaming crafters, isn't you? You're supposed to sit there and eat Cheetos all day. I mean, McDonald's, because my son always wants to go to McDonald's and have chicken nuggets. He lives on chicken nuggets, so which I don't agree with. I don't like fast food. Well, I don't like to eat it. It tastes good, but I should.
It tastes fantastic. They don't make it taste like crap. That's for sure. It tastes great, but it's just it doesn't make me feel good
shit. It
anymore.
Makes you fat, so yeah, come and eat it. Yeah, doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah, you've seen my dad. He eats fast food. I'm not going out like that.
Are you ashamed of your dad, Tina? That's my question.
You've seen my dad?
Oh, me and your dad, we have history. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
you should be ashamed of him. That's the part. Yeah.
My dad's like the voice in the back of my mind who is just always doubting me. So except I can tell when he's standing behind me because he smells like Cheetos. So.
Well, you'd have to just smell him now. Are you blind now for good, Tina?
No. They're really they're working on that. Valhalla, Memorial General. They're working on it. I'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Someone said, how did that vinyl work as a base for that crash truck? Do you keep on? I wouldn't probably recommend it. No, it's a bit floppy. Next question. Do any of you do Comic Cons or craft shows or anything like conventions, things like that?
I was at Adepticon a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you go? Did you see any of the other crafters there?
I saw a couple people like across the ways, but I wasn't able to say hi in person to anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Salute over here, which is like a miniature convention. And there was a few people that kind of like recognised me, and I didn't really. There's not a massive kind of British crafting scene, is there? Really. So there was no one I was going there to meet or anything. What about you, Tina? Would you go to any craft conventions or anything, or YouTube conventions?
I'm afraid people will step on me, so I don't know. I've got to really consider this. It depends on where my booth is.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Michael,
Hey,
S.
somebody
just
gave you
donated.
$25. We're gonna have
Bill-
to talk about all this money after, Bill.
Hey, look, it's about Nausicaa. Okay, so that's obviously for me. That's my money. No, we'll sort it out. Bill, any more Nausicaa Boile Weird Wild West needs a livery with monsters. Didn't you do something like that already, Caleb? Tinu, bonjour, bon frere. Oh wait, this is for everyone. This $25. Get. It just says get, and then Nick, love your work. And, it just says Gert, comma. I don't know what that means. Nick, love your work. Wish the tech available today was back when I was a teen. I'd have made so much more.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. So just to confirm, is that money for all of us?
No, I don't care. The
I was saying
logistics,
charity.
the logistics are a nightmare.
We'll give it to a charity or something. All right.
Yes, Bill making friends, the charity.
Friends. Bill,
Should
are
we,
you?
how about we take 3 more questions and wrap it up? How's that sound?
Okay. All right. So I'll let you guys pick the questions then. We'll do 4. Each of you pick one question because I'm done. This is late for me. I'm tired. So let's get your questions in quickly.
All right, come on, people. Good questions.
So
Something
I see
good.
somebody asked me if I'm going to redo the paint job on the fire truck. I'm assuming you mean the candy coating, and yes, I am going to try that again in a future video.
Not on the same truck, though, right?
Not on the same truck. Not on the same truck. I'm not repainting that truck. That truck is sweet.
I hear you. I mean, yeah, like going back over like the same craft would be like just weird.
Mm.
Yeah. Someone asked earlier, like, do you ever look at some other crafters' videos or other people's videos and think, I wish I had made that? And yeah, sometimes. Sometimes.
All the time.
I'm sitting right here, Tina. Wait.
I I look at Caleb's videos sometimes and I'm like, I wish I'd made that. Bill, Bill, you know I love you, brother.
Yeah,
you're
I know.
you're
You've
so
already
easy to
said,
take a
we're
swing
like-
at. You
we're like
open
in-
this door.
We're in the same class. I'm like the other kid in the class. I remember you saying before.
It's true. We're like in the same high school class. It's I
that's
like it.
Basically, it means we're both pretty old, you know. So you've done a question, Nick. You've done one, Tinu. Gert, you got a question you see that you like?
Yeah, I do.
You
But
might
I
have to
can't
read
find
it out.
Give me a sec. Oh yeah, here. Where do you see your channels in a year's time? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's for everyone, I think.
The sky.
The sky too. I don't know. I want to get 100,000. I just want that plaque, and then I can just show it to people when they won't have a clue what it is. So, you know,
Oh look, Craftsman's still here and he's got a question. Someone read that. That's a good question.
do you all have a concept you're sitting on that you just know will be well received, but it's too ambitious to tackle, so you go to an easier video? I think I do that all the time. Go to an easier video.
If you
It's the
think I'm going
filming.
to say my genius idea in front of you lot, no way. No, I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
It comes down
Do
to
you guys have
filming
any
something,
great
doesn't
ideas?
it? Like
My next video is a great idea.
it's
Yeah,
So-
what is it?
It's the portable post-apocalyptic racing track.
Oh, yeah, that's a
See
You
the
know,
good.
flight case.
it's going to be the usual where I said I had a video idea like that, but a little miniature Stargrave box, but I can't do it now. But that I put that one off for quite a while.
A grille box, you mean?
What's it called?
A grille box.
Oh, you did a video like that, didn't you?
Yeah,
No,
and
I
I'm not
guess
the
I
only
don't have
one.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, it's going to be like a board that you pull out, and it's miniature terrain, like 15 mil stuff, magnetic, a travel Stargrave board,
Yeah.
basically.
Do one. I mean,
Craftsman saying, "Don't
there's-
say the idea, yo." That's true, actually. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really sitting on anything that I'm like, this is going to break the internet. No.
No.
So, yeah.
I thought my
It's
giant
Nothing earth shattering.
robot I thought would do better than it did. You know, that big weird penis robot thing I did. Thought
Yeah,
do
that
got
might be
another-
the problem. Yeah.
thought
The
it
problem's in the title. Yeah.
big penis robot. Click here, yeah.
Got an idea for a meme marine that I think is going to do pretty well. It's going to be one of the next few videos I do.
A meme
We'll see how it
marine.
Meme marine, like the Sriracha marine, but different.
Matt Kissel is saying, have you ever done any weird functional / practical crafting projects around the house? Yeah, I did a little video where I basically made some little figures that sit around my house with cool phrases on them for when I'm feeling like crap. But besides that, like if you mean like crafting, like fixing stuff around my house, yeah, that happens too. Anybody else?
Got my insect frame thing up on the wall, but I don't know. I made a paint rack to put paint on. But
You know what? I fix stuff with epoxy sculpt around my house quite often because it's amazing. So that's sort of crafting / DIY.
I made my son a treasure chest to put his little fake jewels in.
Oh, that's
with,
cool.
Lollipop sticks, yeah.
Where's the freaking video, man?
That was just, it wouldn't make a very good video. So
Someone's
there's-
saying, Tinu, who does the voice of your father? My father. Does the voice of my father.
Duh.
Durr.
So Caleb, you need to pick one question. I think we're pretty good to go if you just want to go. We're all done.
All right. Well, I'll answer Craftsman's question first, and then I'll pick another one. I've stopped assuming that I have really good ideas because the videos are received very differently than I expect them to be. For instance, the alligator that I did, that's my most viewed video, that was kind of an afterthought, and I put it out not all that happy with it. But that, you can't really plan on that kind of thing. So no big plans that I think are going to like break the internet.
Root Rot just donated $50. Said you can all share this.
Wow. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much, Root Rot.
Hey, yeah, Caleb, I gotta say, man, it's one thing that I really like about your channel is like the kind of original stuff that you're doing, and I find that amazing that one of your original ideas like that, like, is the biggest video that you have. I mean, that's kind of the coolest thing to me. That's
I
my
remember-
goal with my channel.
I remember talking to you in our other group, and you saying that the Wild West stuff doesn't do so well, but it is. That's my favorite stuff. I know, like you do this. You got the Star Wars stuff. It's not because I don't like Star Wars. I just don't like recreated ideas. You know, like I like to see original ideas add into the world rather than just kind of like mirroring it. You know, like making fan stuff. So I like your Wild West stuff. Basically, is what I'm saying. And that giant albino crocodile thing.
Well, thank you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's super cool. It's amazing. I know it's so weird that like something you don't expect is gonna be good, and it ends up like people really like it. I mean, one day I hope to feel that feeling.
Well, I had that with those weird dinosaurs I cut up a couple of videos ago. You know, the four
Those were
monster
great.
things. Yeah, but that did really well. And that was like a throwaway video. Like I just didn't think I wanted to do it because it looked fun, and did so
Oh man,
well.
sometimes the ideas that come the quickest are the best ones. That's how it feels sometimes. Like if you know, I don't know if you guys ever, yeah, y'all write music. Some of you guys do, but like usually if you get an idea for a song, if you write a song in like 6 minutes, it's gonna be good. That's usually how
Yeah.
I see it.
My
Not
brother
always.
just
I mean, there could be
asked,
some crap songs, but
where's Narb? He said he didn't turn up. He didn't show up. We invited him. He never showed up.
we blew his we blew him up, man.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's on the furry road, which I believe is Craftman's road.
All right.
All right,
well,
on the
yeah, I think
last
that's it.
question.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
one more question. And
One
we're
more
out.
yeah.
question. Go, Caleb.
I saw this one earlier. What's a tool you recently purchased that you never thought you needed, but now cannot live without? From Darkly
And
Sown.
we can't say
Sown.
3D printer. Okay. No one say 3D printer.
I was reluctant to get a 3D printer at first, and it has come in handy. Honestly, some like intense. What are these? Like,
I can hear the sound of a tool being moved around.
yeah,
That's
I just
right.
picked it up. I picked it up to see if what it was called. They're like these kind of like super intense scissors.
All right. Yeah, scissors. If you get some good scissors.
Because I've had a lot of bad scissors, but these are like short and they're.
Well, apparently the worst thing you could do with scissors is cut paper. It blunts it more than anything else, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
So
I cut
Adam
that
Savage
screen
said
mesh.
untested.
And
No, apparently, like, paper, it's something to do with the fibers. It just blunts scissors badly. But anyway,
someone
note-
said air fryer.
air fryer, yeah, brand new. Anyway,
For me, I think a cuticle cutter is
oh right, yeah,
really
we
fantastic
call them nail
tool.
clippers, right? So
No. It's
oh, is
maybe.
it like
I mean,
a
it's
little
a little.
mini, like
Yeah, it's very
oh,
sharp,
yeah.
and it's got it sits like parallel. You know, like it's
Mm-hmm.
how do
I know
you
what you
explain
mean. I
that?
know
It's
what you
like at
mean.
a 45-degree angle, sort
yeah,
of.
yeah.
And
Anyway,
it snips
basically
really
snips,
well.
isn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, maybe we should wrap this up.
yeah. I'm very, very tired. I hope you
Same.
enjoyed it. Chat. Do you enjoy having other people on here other than me, or do you want me all to yourself? We're just gonna wait 10 minutes now for them to answer that.
Yeah,
We
that's-
just sit here in silence.
Wow, what a way to end the show! Jeez Louise.
I quite like. I didn't even consider like I do a few live streams. I didn't even consider like just video calling one of you lot up. Say just do a live stream with me. I might do it more often if you guys are up for it. So
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna get you back on the podcast because your podcast went over really well, Bill. They liked the friction between the two of us.
which what I was just talking about how tough we were when we were kids.
That's that's right.
Just competing.
It's true. It was a urinating contest.
Anyway, so thanks for joining me on my channel, everyone. Not Knob. I'm not going to thank Knob. He didn't even turn up.
Yeah. Look at
Thanks
all
for
these
having
guys.
us, Bill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and thanks to all these people out here, all you wonderful people asking crazy questions.
I think we'll figure out a better time.
And
next
not to
time.
that one guy who got kicked out.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Your questions
Yeah.
were great.
Hey, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Gert. Thank you, Nick, and you, Boylai, Caleb, and also Norb for just doing the whole collab, man. This was freaking fun, and I think it really turned out awesome. And I was proud to be a
I
part
might
of it.
invite you lot to Craft the Dome free. I think about it, just in the future.
Yeah, give
Think-
it. Yeah,
Craft
sleep,
the Dome in
sleep,
space.
Take your
sleep on
time.
that, and give me a call in about 2 years. And yeah,
You'll be bored.
We'll see what
in
happens.
a couple of months, you'll be wanting to do it again. Trust me.
you're probably right. You're probably right. We'll see.
Alright.
Crafter Dome in space.
Shh. All right. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
We'll sort out the cache later. Okay, we'll sort that out. We'll figure
Sure.
it out. All right. See you later, chat.
Later.
Go and subscribe to everyone, and I'm sure you all subscribe to everyone anyway. And that's it. Go watch Craft the Dome
wait.
again.
I have one more.
Go for
I
it.
have one more question for you, Bill, making stuff. Is this gonna stay up on your channel, or it's going down, or is this gonna be available? Like,
Well, as
for
a
people
matter
to
of fact,
watch?
Tinu, it will be in the live stream playlist because I don't like cluttering up the feed. So there's a live stream playlist. It'll be in there, unless it gets taken down. I didn't mention anything too controversial. I think we'd be fine. I think we'd be okay. So I can't even make a joke about it because I had a stream taken down last time. So
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
all right, see you everyone. Bye.
Hey, press the end button. Yeah.
Bye.
Later, y'all. Bye.
All right.